Hello everyone, I'm Cadet Cameron Shilton-Hewet. Today, I'm going to demonstrate moulding of the beret. First of all, take the pin from your beret and the ATC cap badge from your beret. I'm going to want to open it up as much as possible. Usually with a beret, the native beret, you want to take out the stitching here. I haven't done it and I'm not going to do it right now, but I advise you do it. This is a beret I've used already. So, when you receive your first beret when being an air cadet, it will have two cords that come out the back of the leather here. With this leather cords, what you're going to want to do is first of all place it on your head. Right, you want to get that good size, and then tie it, knot it, and just kind of fold it into the leather band on the side of your beret. Right, moulding. You're going to want a bowl of hot water. This has just been boiled in a kettle, so it's very, very hot. And this is cold water from just in the sink, tap water. First of all, we're going to plop it into our boiling hot water. Mind you, it's going to be really hot, so advise you try not to burn yourself like I just did. Usually prongs are very helpful. I'm just going to use these. You want to submerge the beret completely. Some people say don't put the leather band under the water. Usually I don't, but for this I'm going to, because I don't see the problem with it. Beret is fully submerged. Soaking wet. Make sure all that water comes out. If you see a bit of blue dye, see if you look at the water, it is indeed a bit blue. I need a towel. My helper can just grab me a towel behind you, the brown one. Thank you. And just pop it there, right in front of me. There we go. Put this on the side. Perfect. Once you get your beret, wring it. Mind you, it will be very hot. And instantly submerge it into your cold water. Make sure it cools down. So when it's fairly cold and that beret is submerged fully, nice and wet, and you've got that temperature change, which opens up the fibre and makes it easier to shape. Just let this cool down a bit more. Let it drip. Bring out the beret and then place it back into your hot water using the prongs. If you're a lot tougher than me, because I'm a wuss, you can use your hands, but I wouldn't personally recommend it. So yeah, get that nice and hot, very fully submerged. Leave that a little bit. Make sure it does get nice and hot and warm. It's going to want to shrink. Don't let it. Keeping the leather band about 2 of your fingers or this thumb part, just like that. Probably go up a bit. Cat badge, the 2 holes directly above your left eye. Now the shaping. Usually what I like to do is grab this part here of the beret on the left hand side, as you can see in the mirror, and then I'm going to fold it over. Fold from the back to the front. I'm going to fold it over, keeping this horizontal across my head, and keep folding that beret. Can I have a look at the back? You can see it's starting to take shape at the back, and the front, the cat badge, top of the left eye, coming over the right. If you want, you can grab the cat badge from behind and almost kind of do this if you look in the mirror. Grab this part of the cat badge and then do it, make a little hole indent, I guess. You don't have to. Moulding your beret is a complete personal preference. It's up to you completely. Make some finger lines just here, like so. Any fluff that comes off, like so. If you do have any questions, I'll put my email in the link in the description so you can ask me any questions on my email. Don't mind that at all, especially if you're from an Air Cadet squadron. If you have any advice to me, do feel free to give it. Okay, I'm just going to imagine the cat badge there. So I'm not going to put that back in because it keeps falling out. You can have the cat badge almost like this, the fabric come diagonal like that, so it's kind of missing half the beret, the cat badge. It's basically fits there. Takes off like so. We'll place it in. Mind you, this will be a bit wet. You don't want it sopping wet. Sopping wet ain't great, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna put the crossbar, also known as the pin, behind it. I'll place it back on my head. Again, level. Continue to get that really nice mould. You won't get this first time, I don't think. It is like so. Voila, beret done. Usually it takes longer, especially once you've moulded your beret for a shorter period of time. But yeah, just basically take care in what you're doing. I'm going to pour this water down the sink. Rinse this bowl out there. Draw this bowl. And then place the bowl, the beret on the bowl, not the bowl on the beret like I almost just said. So gently taking the beret off in the same form it was, place it on here like so. Okay, making sure again you've got exactly what you want, the look you have, okay, like so. and up the beret all the way around is looking good for what you want and what you're looking for. Like so. If you aren't going out on the weekend, or you're not doing anything, you're not busy, usually wearing a beret on your head is actually very helpful. It dries quite quickly, especially if you've wrung it out the appropriate amount when you're about to mould it. It dries fairly quickly. Parade nights are usually, well, for my squadron it's a Tuesday and a Friday. So if I want to mould my beret, I either do it Tuesday night or a Wednesday morning. Quickly mould it, dries, ready for Friday. If you have loads of time, if squadron's on a lockdown, I recommend moulding your beret because, I mean, I guess if you go wrong, it's not the end of the world. You have no parade night to go turning up looking silly. So those are some appropriate times to mould your beret. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial on moulding your beret.